頂点に立つのは俺たちだ。これが俺たちの合体技、フルメタルファントムだ。
僕らは圧倒的強さで勝つ。必殺ハイスピードトルネードスカイアルファ。
Hello everyone, this is Lazarus and today we will talk about Misaki and Santana, so let's just start with Santana. Santana comes with a team skill that gives all non-Japanese players 15% and the passive full body stand 20%, so the higher his stamina is, the higher the momentum of his special skills are. That means if he has 20% or more of his stamina, his passive is fully active, and if he has 20% or less of his stamina, in his case that is 237, his passive is not active. His special skills are S-ranked Full Metal Phantom with a crazy momentum of 545, so that is at this moment the strongest ground shoot in the game with a cost of a crazy 580 stamina, and by the way he does it with Natureza. Another S-ranked Brazilian Golden Duo which he does with Natureza too, that has a momentum of 475, and an A-ranked Santana turn with 315. Hidden skills are bond with 6 or more non-Japanese players, which gives all players 3% buff. Hotline with Rivaul, so when he receives a pass from Rivaul, he receives a buff of 3% for his next command. Full power gauge up 10% when he scores, and he shields your team from debuffs by 2%. That is crazy good set of hidden abilities, and I feel I don't have to explain why. When you see his raw stats, you can see that he is a pure scorer with a crazy good overall stat for a character with full body stand passive. We are used to see that those full body stand characters have a bit lower stats, but not anymore. First we'll talk about his total strength when he has full passive active, so basically when he has 80% or more of his stamina, and after that I will show you how does he look when he has half of his stamina, and lastly when his passive is not active at all. He is a crazy good dribbler at 63.2k, good passer with 47k, and by the way that is with a ranked skill. His 1-2 is stronger because of the S-ranked special skill, 67.3k, while his defensive stats are not too bad either, with 40k on tackle and 43.5 on intercept, so you can put some pressure on your opponent too. Now the star of the show. His ground shot total power is a crazy 85.1k. So basically this guy just looks at Michael and says his header is great too with 74.1k, so if you are up against a keeper who is a ground shoot killer, you can pass a high ball to this guy and he will be very dangerous there too. When this guy gets an S-ranked volley, that will be crazy good, and let's say he gets a crappy 450 momentum volley, his total strength would be 79k, so that's even better than his high ball shoot because of the fact he is good on low balls, so he gets 12.5% buff on his stats there. With half of his stamina he would look like this, so still an awesome dribbler at 58k, good passer at 42.2, awesome total power on 1-2 at 61.7, defensive capabilities are now not so good, but if he had an S-ranked defensive special skills, it still would be great. Let's say he would have 420 momentum S-ranked tackle, he would have a total power of 48.7, which is good for a half stamina full body stand character. And again, he's still one of the best ground shooters in the game with 78k. And high ball shoot at 68k. So if you are at half of your stamina or close to it, choose a ground shoot for a preferable way of scoring. When his passive is not active, you can't use your special skill shot because it would be too expensive even in full power football. But let's say you have just enough stamina to use your ground shoot, you are still at the power level of the new green Roberto, so yes, you still have a great chance of scoring. His flaw would be not so good raw power on intercept, so most of the time he would not represent a threat when your opponent wants to pass over him. And another flaw is the cost of Full Metal Phantom, but that doesn't really matter. With your main scorer you just want to score, and if you can score one goal with him every match, that is a great achievement, and he would not have a problem doing that, by the way. Needless to say that this guy is at this moment the strongest forward in the game. I would limit break him shoot power speed 25, pass 21 and technique 4. Now let's talk about Misaki. Misaki is basically almost the same as Santana in everything, but there is just one major difference. Misaki, being Japanese, has access to far better special skills, so he is better at everything and even better at scoring, so I can just stop it here, right? Okay, so no, I won't stop there. His team skill gives all Japanese players 15%, his passive is the same as Santana's, so full body stand 20%, special skills are S-rank, high speed, tornado, sky, alpha, with a crazy momentum of 545, just like Santana's ground shoot, but being a highball special skill, it is usually slightly less expensive than ground shoot, so you need only 530 stamina for it. You get speed slide shot as a ground shoot with a momentum of 455, so you can just throw that through the window and use flash Raiju instead, and a ranked golden duo at 340. Hidden skills are almost the same as Santana's, but the difference is his bond, which is obviously with 6 or more Japanese players, and it gives everyone the same 3%, same 2% shield, same full power gouge up 10%, and unlike Hotline in Santana's case, which would make Santana a better scorer, arguably this guy has skill block cancel, so this makes Misaki a more consistent scorer, because those annoying skill blockers won't affect him, unlike Santana. So I guess this makes Misaki a better scorer at the end, just because of the sheer volume of special skill blockers in the game now. When you see his stats, you can see by the color scaling that he is designed just like Santana, so he is the strongest at his shot stat, but the difference is Santana is good on low balls, so this guy gets 25% stat buff there because he is very good there. Just like in every full body stand character, we'll speak about his total power when he has full stamina, and then we will talk about when he has half stamina, and after that when he has no stamina at all. So he is an awesome dribbler at 63.5k, awesome passer at 68.2k, awesome 1-2 at 71.2k, great tackler at 54.6k, and an awesome interceptor at almost 67k. Just by comparison, Dreamfest Scouts with his passive active is at 61.6k intercept, so yeah. His high ball shoot with high speed whatever reaches a crazy 86k, with his ground shoot total power with flash Raiju reaches a scary 83k, and also his volley with a ranked double diving header is 67k. Not so consistent like his ground shoot or high ball, so stick with those. With half of his stamina he would look like this. So still an awesome dribbler at 58k, awesome passer at 62.5k, awesome 1-2 with 65.3, good tackle with 50k, and awesome at intercept with 61.3k. So with half of his stamina, his intercept total power is as powerful as Dreamfest Scouts. So yes, that's pretty impressive. And his high ball shoot is still beastly at 78.8k, and his ground shoot is at 76k. At this point, try not to use his volley, which is at only 61.5k. Even with his stamina under 20%, he is still capable of distributing a critical pass at 56.8k. So basically this is the most powerful AM scorer in the game, and Santana is the most powerful forward scorer in the game. And yes, Club has totally lost its mind. With the look of these new scorers, we can expect a keeper in 2 or 3 months. That will make it impossible for everyone who doesn't have one of these to compete at any level. And yes, that's pretty depressing. Considering the prices of this game, I would like to be very honest and advise you not to get sucked into this whirlpool Club is creating and just let yourself fall through the ranks. Just say fuck it and move on. Save dream balls for a couple of months and try luck again later on one of these characters. I apologize for the noise, it's actually raining quite a bit outside, so it will be maybe with a little bit of noise, but let's just move on. Instead of the regular business model of increasing your server power and making this game more available to everyone, Club chose the lazy business strategy, and by doing that they are completely demolishing everyone who doesn't have those tens, thousands of dollars in their pocket, and basically they rely on whales to fund this game. So I repeat, if you don't have that money, say fuck you to Club and save your DBs for a couple of months and try your luck later. I would limit break this guy, shoot power speed 25, pass 21 and technique 4, just like Santana. Now, this took me a lot of time, so consider donating at the link in the description below to Streamlabs to keep me motivated on making these videos and analysis for the future characters. Subscribe. Also, like this video if you liked it, and if you disliked it, fuck it, right? Leave your comments down below if you want to talk more about these new characters, or visit Captain Tsubasa DT there or there in the corner, one of those corners, and have fun with your peers. Fun Picards, you roll. Let me just do this to commemorate the awesome Delicimos for donating 10 bucks. Yeah, that. Thank you very much, you all, this means a lot to me, so yeah. And lastly, the Alpha Cock donated $13, so yeah, I'll not talk about his name there, so let's continue. Thank you, Alpha Cock, very much. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye.